if they had like a longer haircut, I would just kind of cut with my razor or something like that and just break it up. So it just depends on their length. I kind of have to see it, like to be able to show you and tell you. I know what you're talking about. But if it was like hair was hanging over and down in here, then I would use a razor to make my own neckline.
Right.
Instead of it like kicking up and around. And then like with my trimmers, little things, I think I told you guys this last time. You know, I flip them up this way too, also so it doesn't go down the shirt. You know, so it's just a nice benefit there. So the neckline looks good. Mix that whole haircut top. Let's do the beard real quick and then we'll do the top. I just always kind of try to get my foundation done. This is my foundation. The beard is kind of a part of the foundation. Then I go put the roof on and I do the top. That's how I think about it. Nice thing.
That's a great beard.
No, Sam is not married.
Likes long beats.
She likes long walks on the beach. Big walking
He
dead man.
actually studies cells in a lab at Baylor.
Could get into Game of Thrones if it's necessary. So when we do the beard, I'm going to just look straight up. I always like to, he's got a real nice clean line through here. I always like to get a nice kind of sharp line going from the bottom. So I'll use my palm or I'll freehand just to kind of retouch up what he's got. He's got it in the right place. So you don't have to do a ton of work there. Some guys, you know, it's down here. That's fine, you know, like.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not okay.
But I think it looks better if you kind of create some sort of a jawline.
Oh, sorry.
And when you're doing it, like having your hair like this for too long isn't comfortable. So you know, try to get in there quick, let them have a little break. Just little things like that for the comfort.
Safety glasses are also very helpful. I finally got safety glasses last time I trimmed Sam's beard because eye protection.
So I think the bottom looks good. Can you see the bottom?
Yeah. Great.
Pretty good. Nice and clean. Yeah, kind of cuts it down. Another thing, just like the dentist, like if you're doing the beard, don't talk to him. This is like having a conversation with me and he's got his finger in my mouth. Like he kind of needs to keep his space, you know, so I'm not going to sit there and have a whole conversation with him and ask him questions and stuff.
Hair flying in his mouth.
Yeah. So I'm just taking off some of these hairs to kind of blend down.
What product would you recommend for people to put on their beard? That's what I often look at. Is there something to make their hair softer, especially those Santa beards?
There's a guy's line that I was using. It's just for beards and stuff. I forget the name of it. But before that and now again, I just use Nioxin shampoo conditioner because it gives a nice deep cleaning to the beard, and then the conditioner just lays it down.
So like Potion 9 is not a good?
You could do something like that,
We
but
have a stylist that sells Super Screen, the Potion Super Screen
Yeah.
for customers.
yeah, any of those
But that kind
would
of
be
has a
nice.
tendency to look a little, I don't know.
I
Do you
wouldn't
think the
want
taming elixir would be good?
I don't
Just
know.
because it's lightweight, so you wouldn't feel it, but it just add a little softness, you know, just a little softness.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to get anything too oily. I'd say Potion 9 would probably be
A big one.
the best out of what we were just talking about. But really, if they do the Nioxin shampoo and conditioner, and they're using it in their hair anyway, just use it on the beard. It's going to keep that real clean, which is super important. Because now when I eat, I get stuff in my beard all the time, and I have to, you know, shake it up.
And you.
This is nice.
With the vacuum cleaner.
I gave the sample size for my clients for November, and he came back and it was big. It was awesome.
So you guys know who we were talking about, the 9 botanicals in Potion 9? There they are.
The new
I'll leave
jojoba
these up over break, so if you guys want to write them down or anything
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
I said the sesame seed, olive oil.
Good. I mean, you just throwing stuff out there, I'm sure.
Dude, I was avocado.
Yeah, I'll leave this up over break. write them down or take a little picture. Sometimes pictures are easier than you know.
We did do the cell phone.
Beard look pretty good?
Did you use that to trim the unibrow?
I did just touch up the brows, and I just use that for the middle unibrow. Yeah.
Call him Lowry.
That's what I do on mine. You can do wax.
I tried to tell him what don't shave
Jehovah.
your unibrow.
Tell them what?
I tell him don't shave the unibrow. I was like, you get the long hair from that.
Yeah, but I mean, I always think two is always better than one.
Yeah, that's when you wax.
You can wax it,
Yeah,
but
so you can force him to wax it. We
Yeah.
really do that on all our clients.
most of us aren't going to take the time to keep up on that. So I just tell my guy clients to use the trimmer to do that. Which side do you quite so want? You kind of like put it that way, or is it that way? Okay. So just to finish this top, and we'll take our break. And it is going to disconnect. I'm going to say this kind of flows that way. And instead of shears, we'll move into the razor. Switch combs. New blade. See how I can kind of like just bring this over and overlay? So instead of making this match with the shears, I'll pinch little sections. So now it's blending. It visually blends, but it doesn't connect. See how that starts to blend there? All the way up to the front.
I'll ask you a question.
Go
What
ahead.
if you're dealing with a guy that never puts product in his hair ever? You probably wouldn't do this cut on them, right?
Probably not. You want them to start using product in their hair if you're going to do this. So I'll have that conversation.
Okay.
Like, I think this hair would look good, but this is the steps that I would say.
Right. Because I run into that problem a lot. There's so many guys that just never want to put product in their hair, and I've gotten quite a few to start doing it, even if it's just like spray wax or something easy.
Yeah.
You know, but there's so many out there that want this type of look, but don't want to put it in the work.
They have to do this.
You know.
Some
I
guys
think my
just
biggest
don't.
thing is they just see how good it looks.
Right.
And how easy it was so for me, like, yeah, I mean, a lot of my guy clients over the years, they'll go through phases where they use it and then where they won't. And
Yeah, a
If
lot
they're
of them
not
are like,
gonna
I
use
can't,
it, then
I
I'll
can't
try
get
to
it
try
to
to
look
give
the
them
way you
an
do,
easier
you know, so they
haircut.
just don't do it at all.
Yeah,
And then
that's
the
when you
cut
really
doesn't
gotta
look
train
right,
them.
you know.
I haven't
This
put the
one I
product in
really
there.
did.
Okay, see, this
I have
is
them
my
move it the way I
problem.
do.
Now it sticks up
Yeah.
like
So they-
alfalfa.
This is
Remember
what
how
I
the-
say.
While they're
This
in
is your
training.
area.
That's what I do.
That's a great idea.
I do it, but then I say, okay, now you do it.
Just take, you
Just take it
off.
shorter so you don't have to
This
fight
just
it.
needs to be shorter. There's a picture of Ryan Gosling. I love it. He's got this real nice haircut, and then this just sticks out in the back. And it's like, he's on the red carpet, and I'm like, oh, why didn't they cut that off? Like, just get rid of that, because it still can disconnect, just like the rest of the haircut.
I'm gonna be doing that.
Yeah, either really short or really long, really can't have it in between.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So with guys, what I do, guys, you gotta keep it simple. Whatever the product is, they don't need a lot of time doing it. So when I talk to them, I say, you know, texturizer. Texturizer is the best gel for somebody who, this one I would probably use Gel Forte, but somebody who didn't like product in their hair, texturizer gel, it doesn't flake up, it doesn't get hard, so they won't feel it. So when their hair's wet, I walk them through it step by step, just because with guys, you really have to. You say, when your hair's wet, you get out of the shower. Yes, I remember that. Like this, you put 2 pumps in like this, rub it in your hands, put it in your hair, comb it, and then just rake your hands through it. And then that's it, 30 seconds. And once you tell them 30 seconds, that's really all it takes, then they'll do it. But you have to kind of have that conversation with a lot of the guys, just because you don't want to, we don't want to put in the time. But guys are the fastest growing market in the beauty industry, just because of all the new men's fitness magazines, all this stuff that's like grooming tips. So guys are more aware of like how to groom themselves and do things like that. So that's our job, is to like tell them, you know, how to continue to do that. And all these cuts right now, these plastic cuts are so popular, they're not going to go away for a long time, because there's not a lot of different things you can do with guys' hair. And if somebody like Sam, he doesn't necessarily want to be walking around with like a faux hawk that's all bleached out or anything. But this is something that's modern, sleek, and doesn't like go against his style, you know. So you also got to match those haircuts to the people that you're putting them on. So with Sam, he was just fishing at that, you know. Not that he couldn't wear a highlighted mohawk, you know, down to the while he's fishing. But I think this fits that image, you know. He's got the beard, but he's clean cut. You know, he has a job. You know, those are all
Just not a-
important things.
And he's single.
And he's single. So we want that to all come off in that haircut in his style. If we left this undone, then we might say, well, maybe he doesn't have a job. You know? He's got the neck hair, it's not groomed or whatever. This is somebody, this is a guy that takes care of himself, you know, a little bit of ruggedness.
What has
So let's do the
beard
jump forward tap.
tattooed?
So what I do, Sam, is just a couple little pumps there, a little bit there. Take a look at the knee here. You can still wear this like this messy, not do anything with it. With your hair, you could probably, let me see, well, you could probably even just kind of comb it back. You know, you might have to push it over to the side a little bit, but I love that look too. It's like a real cool look he could do. Just kind of push it back, run his fingers through it. But what I'd say is let's push it all forward. Kind of start kicking it to the side that you wear. And then just kind of comb that out.
So good.
And then just to break that up a little, you can just run your fingers through it. Does that look pretty good on it?
There you go.
You gotta get that after. I put gel quartz in.
Can you take a picture?
So, thank you very much. Alright.
Stop it.
So you gotta get the after picture. Will you do that for?
Yeah, Andrew will.
And then we'll take a break.
You and Andrew match right now, though.
And I'll start blow drying hair and doing all that stuff.
Before you guys take a break, dinner is